Imagine a hair care routine, and now imagine hemp-based agro packaging. Smells like revival, feels like pride, and doesn't cost you a fortune. Turns out, sustainability and my hair care products doesn't do a hole in my pocket. Hi, I'm Shelly, and I've spent years investing and leading billion-dollar projects. But here we are talking about something small, scrappy, yet very close to my heart. And I had this dream where I'm creating an Afro-centric product with hemp, natural oils, colors that pop. But I couldn't figure out how to package them so they reflect the soul of the brand without those fat bills eating into the margins. Every quote I got for packaging, too much. Every supplier said minimum order large, special material premium, shipping expensive. One day I stumbled upon hemp-based packaging, biodegradable, renewable, strong usage and strong enough. But turns out the initial ordering was expensive over the plastic ones. I realized that to convince people I need pop-up colors, I need glamour in my packaging. But then I realized people need authenticity, so my brand should speak the same. Minimalistic design, less of clutters, and more of who we are. Simpler designs that gauge attention, that leads to authenticity of the product. Strategy moves cheap but meaningful. First, go for local sourcing. Try to find suppliers who are near into your neighborhood, into your same state or into your same city. What that will help you, this will help you to cut down the cost, will not let you burn your fingers in the lead times, and also some paperwork in terms of customs if you are trying to get the quality from the outside places. So always look for local sourcing because that will help you strengthen up your initial sourcing struggles. Second, go for minimalist designs, less of colors, no pop-ups, less of, in fact, no metallic inserts, because hemp or any cardboard paper that you will be using, the sustainable paper that we are talking about, will anyway give you the texture. So stick to that look and feel. The next one is batching production. Try to go for minimum ordering in such a way that at least you get some sort of discounts. Leverage your demand and supply in this case. Try to understand how many products or how many kind of boxes you'll be needing in the next 3 or 4 months, just to keep the sizing small and also be able to attain some discounts from those suppliers. Fourth, modular packaging. Try to go for one size fits all. Don't go for multiple kind of sizes. Try to have inserts inside so that it keeps your product in place. So always go for one size fits all and leverage this ability to maximize your ordering scale and get more of the cost and lead time lesser in your products. Use packaging as a story for your product, because customers are more interested to listen to how you end up coming up with this kind of design, with this kind of packaging. And if it is sustainable, I'm telling you, they'll always vouch for you for that. So tell them the story behind this hemp-based packaging. Tell them how you sourced it. Tell them what inspired you to go for that option. Because what sells in the market is authenticity. And the more original you are, the more you're able to share your ups and downs, the more the audience will relate to you. Sixth, and the very last one, and very crucial, test small and iterate. Meaning, connect with few people, send them the samples, give them the look and feel of the product, and then take organic feedbacks. What is required, what is not required, what is wanted and what is unwanted. For example, an extra wrapping is not required, or an extra sticker is not required, or too much of written stories is not required. Take those feedbacks positively and implement those. This will also help you to not only improvise your product but also cut down the cost as well. Packaging isn't protection, it's your handshake with the customer. If your packaging tells a story about how this product or this particular box came into existence and you are able to contribute back to the environment, trust me, every person who is in this world right now and is looking to make sure that they save the world or they save the environment for better good in future, they will definitely connect with you and they will definitely buy your product. And if your product says so in the very first initial stance when I look at the product or the box, it's a game changer. It will sell your story in the market. Metric and proof, see the numbers on the screen, they are just tentative. You will realize over the period of time that product cost will come down by X percentage. It can be 10%, 20%, 15%. That depends upon the brand you are building. Shipping cost will also come down drastically because such kind of packaging are lightweight, right? Third part is take customer feedbacks in a positive way and take those feedbacks in a way to make sure you improvise yourself. So when people like the packaging, they tend to give the feedback on the packaging as well. So social media posting, that will help you create virality, that how this product came into existence, and that's what we discussed before as well. Don't let packaging scare you at all. Start small and start with the authenticity, start with the customer stories. Because what matters to you is what you should sell in the market as well. So your product along with sustainability and customer story is a good combo and the best combo for your brand to stand out. You can use hemp-based packaging or any other sustainable packaging. What you have to focus on is partner with local people or local companies so that you do not burn your fingers, do not kill your margins. Decide what feels non-negotiable, which you just cannot compromise, and then start building from there. If you found this valuable, then wait for the episode 8 of Shelly Thoughts, where I'll break down the leadership traits that sets the founders apart. No cliches, but real stories. Straight from the boardrooms, factory floors. Go for trait, resilience, that saved $500 million deal. Empathy, that brought the project from negative margin to 20% positive customer CM. Vision, that turns crisis into an opportunity. That's episode 8 for you. And look for it. Probably you'll be able to steal out one trait out of it and can create your own playbook. Namaste, namaskaram. That's Shelly Thoughts episode 7 for you. See you next time.